Good morning, and welcome to St. Barnabas Memorial Episcopal Church in Falmouth, Massachusetts, on Cape Cod, in the ancestral land of the Wampanoag. Today is annual meeting Sunday at St. Barnabas, and while members of the congregation are enjoying a delicious breakfast provided by our vestry and other volunteers, I wanted to offer you the annual address that I will be giving during that breakfast, or after that breakfast in just a few moments. Today we are filled with joy because of the abundant blessings God has showered upon us this past year. The pages of the 2022 annual report contain examples of joy experienced by members and visitors alike. And I hope you'll take time to read the annual report. It's available on our website and also through our weekly e-news. It's unlikely you will be able to complete it in just one sitting. It was near impossible for me to put it down because of the joy I experienced as I was reading the annual report. Joy was the theme with which we began 2022 here at the parish of St. Barnabas. That theme was chosen in acknowledgement that we all needed some joy at the start of year 2 of the COVID-19 pandemic. None of us knew what was ahead. How long would shutdowns last? Would we still be required to wear masks everywhere to protect ourselves and our neighbors? When would we return to in-person worship in the sacred spaces of St. Barnabas? We were all tired of COVID-19 dictating our lives. However, serious illness and death were still all around. Scheduling COVID tests and vaccinations became as routine as getting an appointment at a dentist for a cleaning or reserving a table at our favorite restaurant. And so the staff and I spent every Tuesday morning planning ways to bring joy to the lives of those that make St. Bees their spiritual and communal home. We evaluated completed projects and tweaked plans for activities still on the calendar. Staff are a group that doesn't get the appreciation they deserve. Working at St. Barnabas is more than a job for them, and they are always willing to go above and beyond. The staff at St. Bees sacrifice time with their own families and friends to do what needs to be done here. They give up hobbies, going to the beach, and social activities that bring them joy. Staff do so to make sure the members of this parish and those that visit have a joyful experience whenever they come down Holy Road. Most are not aware that Heather Gray delivers gift baskets and cards made by the children in our Sunday school to individuals at home who are sick or grieving or just in need of some joy. No one sees Deb Gemma alone at all times of the day and night, rehearsing music we will not enjoy for weeks and weeks to come. Many of you know how Doug Fantarella dragged himself to the campus while enduring severe back pain through last year, pain that he hopes will be eliminated through surgery soon. Becky Voss has more creative ideas than I do. Virtually every ministry of St. Barnabas has benefited from her incredible planning and organizational skills. Elaine Bruno joined the team last year and immediately began helping in places without ever being asked to do so. It is a joy to be the head coach of this team. and I ask you to join me in acknowledging them and showing your appreciation to Becky, Deb, Doug, Elaine, and Heather. Their latest act of selflessness was their purchase of a new coffee service station being used for the first time this morning. Yes, there is much joy that took place last year at St. Barnabas's. From the most successful Strawberry Festival, Lobster on the Lawn, and Christmas Fair in recent memory, to the new permaculture garden, Summer at St. Bees, and care of the historic windows and doors on our campus. We were able to repair the stained glass windows in the church, thanks to a very generous anonymous donation from a member of the parish of St. Barnabas. And that person also made it possible for the new paint job and flooring in the Great Hall. I could go on and on, spotlighting and highlighting moments of joy in 2022. And that joy has brought us hope for the future. However, to match or surpass the accomplishments of 2022 in 2023, we will need more from you, more of your time, more of your talent, and yes, more of your money. The staff and I spent 8 hours together a couple of Fridays ago putting activities on the calendar that we believe will inspire hope at St. Bees. We need your help, however. There's a form being circulated at this morning's annual meeting that lists a number of ways individuals can be involved. Please let us know what your talents, what your skills are, and how they might be put to work here at St. Bees. Now, there is something I feel moved to at least note before I conclude this annual address. A few of you, I imagine, expect me to say something about the extrajudicial lynching of Tyre Nichols by police officers in Memphis, Tennessee. It is, unfortunately, a subject about which you have heard me preach many times before. As much as I might want to avoid the subject, I believe it is my duty as a priest in the church of which Jesus is the head to say something. The prophet Micah asked, "What does the Lord require of you but to do justice and to love kindness and to walk humbly with your God?" It doesn't take one trained in the legal system to know that justice was not done to Tyre Nichols. There were no acts of kindness in the videos that are airing. Humility was instead replaced by arrogance and men drunk with power and infected with internalized racism. Where do we find hope in such a situation? Hope comes from the knowledge that despite what we witnessed and heard, there are God-fearing people among us. We at St. Barnabas are such people. It is evident in how we care for one another. The events and activities referenced in the annual report and that we celebrate this morning are examples of our commitment to love kindness as commanded by the Lord. Yes, we host programs and functions that are fun and bring us and others joy. However, each of those events is a response to the question, what does the Lord require of you but to do justice and to love kindness and to walk humbly with your God? Proceeds generated from Strawberry Festival, Lobster on the Lawn, allow St. Bees to promote justice in the community. They are expressions of love for our neighbors. Those organizing other activities like the Christmas fair, children's camp, or summer at St. Bees do so out of humility. That is where our hope comes from on mornings like this, where our hearts are heavy after again witnessing inhumanity to another human. So lift up your hearts to God, for God is with us and is our hope. Remember the promises of Jesus that blessed are the poor in spirit and those who mourn. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, and those who are merciful and pure in heart. Jesus says to his disciples and to us, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven." I leave you now with this brief video that I hope will bring you much joy.